Okay, 1 second, please. They're supposed to bring the wire for the jet to start. People are already seated. The hall is full. Huh? Well done. Let us reduce and go inside. Let's go inside. Let's go inside. Is it going inside? Eh? Is it going inside? Excellency. Thank you very much, sir. Welcome to the Youth House. Yes. Ah, Michael, come. Please let me take Ogabafa to the front. Yes, straight. Straight. Take him to the studio if possible.
My leader.
Let them go and go somewhere. Let us back and my cap. This is the car, the white one. Get me a food. Dr. I want to just tell you. Are you saying that? Commander, how are you? Sit down.
Of the Senate, may we please keep clapping? Where the youth? The youth, make some noise, make some noise, make some noise. Keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping. We ain't tired of clapping as we receive Nigeria's dynamic senator, the Senate president, former governor, former minister is right here with us, ladies and gentlemen. Please keep clapping. Keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping. Keep clapping. Come on, Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, a former governor, 8 years, 2 terms in Akwa Ibom State, a transforming one at that, who shaped the trajectory of not just South Nigeria, but Nigeria's image on the global scale. Today, the best stadium in Nigeria is arguably the Godswill Abbott Akpabio Stadium in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, a legacy that has endured administrations. And even though many times people have tried to erase his name and his achievement, it is hard to erase a record of transformation and impact. Senator Akpabio's greatest impact is not in the stadium in Uyo or the roads or the infrastructure or the various facilities that he has built.
but in the millions of lives that he has touched, many young people that he has given scholarship to study in different universities abroad, many that he has supported their businesses. Everybody knows that God's will upon Akpabio is a rainmaker. He's the one that turned boys to men. And that's why today, hundreds of youth have come here to interact with you, to hear what inspires you, and to hear lessons that will challenge our youth to be able to be leaders of tomorrow. Your Excellency, you served as governor and minister, and now as Senate President. Looking back, what moments defined your rise in public service? You know, today we're not doing speeches, it's just conversation, it's just storytelling. And that's the only thing we're doing here, nothing more than storytelling.
Greatest Nigerian youth, APC youth, APC. My distinguished colleagues, senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, members of the House of Representatives, the national youth leader of our great party, my own brother, and one of the most eloquent youth leaders that Nigeria has ever produced. They are very accessible, even to me, the older generation. And the chairman of tonight's brief interaction is the youngest senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This no contest. Nigeria is playing with Lesotho. I hope you know that. So when you see them whisper into my ear, they are telling me the results. And they just said Nigeria just scored 1-0. And then I asked, I said, how many minutes more? And they said 25. So I hope very soon they will tell me 3 minutes more and we are still leading. So, my dear APC youth leaders across the nation, the future belongs to you.
Yes, sir.
APC is not an accident. APC is a dream that was well thought out. APC is a vehicle of transformation. APC is a vehicle of leadership. APC is a vehicle for change. APC is the only stable political party in Nigeria that will guarantee your electoral victories in future. You are not just leaders of tomorrow, you are leaders of today. I decided to honor the national youth leader and all of you to be here tonight because I'm a strong believer in the youth. So I will answer just a few questions because you know me and I know you. When we were at the convention and I made my speech to step down for our leader and President Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Tinubu, I took a lot of things into consideration. One of the things I said then was very simple, that I have somebody who is older than me, but who was the first transformative leader in terms of state governorship transformation. And he was able to turn around the fortunes of the economy of Lagos State. And then set Lagos on a pedestal to becoming one of the biggest cities in Africa today. Not just in terms of numbers, but also in terms of finances and the economy. So as Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I said vote for him. He will transform your lives. I will join him to transform the lives of Nigerian youth. Can you remember? Didn't I say so? Okay. And then into men. And who turn young girls into women. I'm still doing that. And my assurance to you tonight is to come and sit with you to assure you that that has not changed. I'm seeing the gospel of yesterday. I'm the gospel of today in commercial jets. And then one day, he was lucky. So he sorted out those who used to post air hosts and air hostesses. And they sent him on my flight. So he said when we got to about 35,000 feet, he came dressed in his uniform and told me, Your Excellency, if this plane should crash now, some of you will die as rich men and some of us will die as poor men. And I said, so, if how do you want to die? If you want to die as a rich man or as a poor man? He said, I would like to die as a rich man. I said, so what do you want? He said, I have an admission in the aeronautic school, an aviation school in US, but I have no money to go. And I said, as soon as we get down, leave this aircraft and follow me. And he followed me. According to him, not from my mouth, he said the first money that I gave to him was about $85,000. And then he brought two of his friends, and I did the same for them. And their lives changed. But since that day till today, he has not seen me. And now he has children, he's very prosperous, he's doing very well, and he was talking to, I think, Daddy Freeze.
Yes, sir.
So somebody stumbled on it on Instagram and brought it to show me. So if he's listening to me tonight, tell him that I would like to see him so that I can pay me back some of the money. In reality, since he has made so much profit, he should come and what did I tell him? He said, how will I pay back? I said, no. When you make it in life, do the same to others. When you make it in life, do the same to others. So, you know Frank Fanon, the celebrated German philosopher. He said, what a beautiful thing youth is, but what a pity that it is given unto children. That if youthfulness were given to adults, they would have reordered their ways. Tonight, you have an opportunity to reorder your ways by just mainly listening to the voice of the transformer, the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And first, you need to know that Rome was not built in a day. I had the opportunity to be a teacher. I taught in a secondary school, for your information. I also struggled and made it to the university. I partook in students' politics. I didn't know that we could have leaders there. So anger. And you see, as you are passing through under the bridge, you know, and who do you see? See somebody with orange on his head. You don't need to say anything. All you need to say, Abadi, that means, how are you? And the man will talk, brother. So I used to feel slightly insulted when somebody would not give me a drink. The first thing he would do is to ask me to go home and bring a kite that the auntie's daughter is traveling to London, to Manchester, to Cambridge, like Professor Tinubu Ibrahim, to go and get PhD in war and all that. Why my people will be good to come from home and stay here. And some of our children were taken to Gabon to go and do child prostitution. So many things happened to us. So I was angry. And I had this feeling that government should be next to God. When you pray to God, God answers you. Am I right? Yes. And therefore, when you approach government should be able to solve your problems, at least depending on the resources. But where there was almost total absence of infrastructure, total absence of employment opportunities for children, where there was despair, where there was disease, and people were dying from avoidable diseases, even vaccination. Just when I was campaigning, a woman came to me. I said, please, sir, this was Adoron. I have a problem. I said, what is it? I said, they gave me only three wheelchairs, but I have 5 children who are disabled, who cannot walk, and they are going to start fighting at home. Can you help me to add 2 more wheelchairs? What was wrong with that family was nothing but polio. And poliomyelitis is something that can be avoided through vaccination. Am I right? So I was angry that even that woman did not know that polio was not something that was given to that family by God. So I decided, to go into politics, to change the status quo. I decided to go into politics to ensure that my people can have road to walk on. I decided to go into politics to make sure that my children can go to school. And I know that the difference between a driver and a car seat owner is nothing but education. The difference between the person buying groundnut in Ojuelegba and the person selling groundnut is opportunity given to that person to be educated. Am I right? Yes, so I went into politics with anger. And that was why I worked like what you may never imagine. David McCray, the then European ambassador to Nigeria, within the first 3 years of my administration, entered into Akwa Ibom State and shouted and said, "This is transformation extraordinary." And that's how I got the name Uncommon. To dress them up with chieftaincy dresses. Each place I went to, they laugh at me. They say, "Who are those backing you?" I will point at the others. Even a smart, who used to be secretary of
God bless the leader,
Smart, he was secretary he was Senate president of NAS.
Yes.
National Association of Nigerian Students. So they used to come to try to campaign for me in my state. And then he would mobilize some of the NAS leaders in the state. They would wear chieftaincy dresses and follow me. Nobody took us seriously. If I come to your house to consult you, as soon as I did, you fall on the floor with your wife. I will give you a story. My current driver was in Mopo 26 along Idoro Road in Akwa Ibom, Israel. He's here, standing somewhere. So then he was a corporal, but by the grace of God, today he has 2 stars. So I went to go and consult the Mopo base. But they also have food, they have families, they have children. He told me later that when they saw me come, that they laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. I was saying, you will make it in life. Just hold on to God. And now let your intention be genuine. Be intentional that you want to change the situation of your families. You want to change the situation of your senatorial district. You want to change your constituencies. You want to change the fortunes of your people. So what did I do? I didn't go out to Nigeria and start shouting, "Don't sell groundnut, don't do this, don't be a housemaid, don't be a child prostitute, don't do that." You know what I did? I declared free and compulsory education from primary school all the way down to the university. And I opened it up to all Nigerian children who found their way into Akwa Ibom during my tenure. My ADC happens to have been the ADC of the then Governor Godswill Akpabio. And he has been with him for 18 years. He's from Azare in Bauchi State. So he can testify to what I'm talking about. So children came from neighboring states, and I insisted. I built additional 6,000 classroom blocks. It was like a war zone. Construction. Brought down the government house at that time, rebuilt it so that it can give us prestige. Did the same thing with the governor's office. Then I went into dualization of the roads. The ongoing airport that was abandoned, I brought in people and completed the airport, landed the first wide-bodied plane in Akwa Ibom. Yes, that's what I said. And then I now said, why can't I also see flyovers in my state? Areas that needed flyovers, I turned them into flyovers. And then there was a place called Itam Junction. 29 years, nobody could pass through. If anybody here, oh, you are very young. In fact, let me tell you, some of you that write on the internet, when I became a governor in 2007, some of you were 3 years old. But right now, you are 21 years. So when they come and they give you sweet and say, write about him, it's what they tell you that you write. Yes. You don't know anything about Godswill Akpabio. So tonight, I'm giving you an opportunity to ask me questions and say, who are you? And I'm here to say my name is.
Can we please make some noise for the president?
Positive anger. And then before I do it, my state has been turned around. At the end of the day, the story changed forever. The story changed forever.
I love the Posse Banger, and that Posse Banger has influenced a lot of people today who are even here. Let me first, before that video you were talking about, we have it on the screen. So guys, get ready to play it. But hold on, I want to thank the Senate President, in particular for our brother and our friend, our representative in the Senate, our own generation in the Senate of Nigeria, distinguished Senator Asuko Ekpeyon, chairman of the NDDC. Distinguished sir, when he got in as a first timer, you held his hand, and today is one of the leading young champions in the history of the Senate of Nigeria, because you are always known for turning boys to men. Please help us thank him again with applause for the Senator Asuko. Sir, but you didn't stop there. A lot of our people are with you. Smarts contested with me as for national youth leader. He stepped down for me at the stadium and you took him on. Today we are brothers, we are friends, we are partners, and he's one of your right hand men. Sir, thank you for helping me compensate man.
Which state are you from?
From Lagos.
How long have you known me? Over 18 years. And this is the first time I know that you are from Lagos.
Sir, it's not the only Lagosian we gave you, sir. Bisola Muniz is also here, our daughter from Lagos, and she's also doing so well in your office. Of course, I want to thank you also for Larry, another of our own young guys. I don't know if Larry is here, and for giving him a platform. And above all, I want to thank you for our own brother, Dr. Wale. Our own Dr. Wale. Many years he has been with you, and it's an example of an embodiment of many young men that you have met. You don't know their background, you don't know their origin, you don't know where they have come, and you have made a story out of them. And that's why I want to play that video. And sir, I want to thank you for my sister, Usoro Akpabio, the MD of the South Development Commission, a young woman that you've been able to encourage, groom for leadership, and I can keep going on and on and on about the people that you have transformed.
Just a second, eh? Greatest Nigerian youth! Just some little words of wisdom. Take away from tonight. I think it was the same philosopher who said that every generation, out of absolute obscurity,
yes,
must discover their mission.
Yes.
And when they do, they either fulfill it or betray it.
Yes, sir.
Tonight I came to tell you, do not wait to be leaders of tomorrow. You are leaders of today. From the international community, through ensuring that whatever responsibilities bestowed upon you, you carry it to the letter. I hope you are getting me.
Yes, sir.
Can somebody say, I will never betray my mission?
I will never betray my mission.
I will never betray my country.
I will never betray my country.
That's one. Then two, all of you here have an opportunity to listen to the Senate President, to shake his hands, to touch him. You have an opportunity to touch your president, to be close to your president. Some of us never had such opportunities. So what do I say to you? That it is not a tragedy when a non-entity who has nobody whimpers through life and ends up in the grave. It is not a tragedy. But it is a tragedy if a potentially achieving young man that is inside this hall today, hearing the voice of the Senate President, out of a flaw in his character, either because of drug abuse, either because of dubious intentions or otherwise, becomes a failure and ends up in the grave, then it is a tragedy indeed. Can you say that I will not be a tragedy?
I will not be a tragedy.
I will not be a tragedy.
I will not be a tragedy.
I'll be a pride to my nation.
I will be a pride to my nation.
I'll be a pride to my party.
I'll be a pride to my party.
I'm ready for questions.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. In the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, distinguished Senator Jimoh Ibrahim, the Chairman Senate Committee on Interparliamentary Affairs, and one of the powerhouse of Ondo State, Southwest Nigeria. We are honored to have you at the Youth House of your own party. Sir, we also have, of course, the ever-glowing Senator Neda Imaswe. was when Senator Maxwell, he stepped down. And sir, there's a third senator here. His story is important in your policy of turning boys to men. He would never have been a senator, the man I want to introduce now, if you had not turned another person to man. You took a sitting senator and you supported him, inspired him to become the governor of Edo State. And indirectly, by making him, supporting him to become governor in Edo, you created space for Senator Ikpeya to also emerge as the senator. Senator Joseph Ikpeya, thank you for being with us here. Governor of Pebolo. So it shows the journey and the tragedy. Can you play the video now and give it some volume? Please play the video. Let us hear the story.
So, to them, you know, since I did track my governor, I'm tracking the senator from my constituency. I mentioned the people I was tracking from my place. I went to ticketing. I tracked them. Anytime they were coming on board, they let me know. You're on the flight. I lie, you take me. So, the first time, one of the first person that they called me dropped me 3 million. I said no, I needed 9 million. So my governor was coming. I was on ground that day. I showed up on that flight. As soon as the flight was cruising at 40,000 feet, I walked up to the. Because me, I'm always keeping my lyrics down when I go to talk to you. My opening statement now bomb. And because I can speak my language, I went to him. I said, "Your Excellency, come on." Oh, and since he saw me on the uniform, he felt good to see me. You know what I mean? You came to meet me in my office. I said, "Hello, woman, you make big work and you must be so." It's only the bow win. That means if this plane drop off the sky, some of us will die poor, some of us will die rich. So the man asked me, "So will you the more woman correct?" I had the man how. He said, "So me I won't die as rich man." I said, "Yes." He asked me, say how? I said, "I won't fly that plane when I won't fly this plane when this man fly. That man, they pay us 10% of which they pay them." He said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yes." "You get the admission?" I said, "Yes, sir." I gave it to him. He approved it immediately. It's a lie. I swear to God, he approved it immediately. The secretary to the state government was surprised. I gave it to him. He said, "Process this thing, let this guy live for the US." Ababio gave me $85,000. They paid $65,000 to fly school. I gave me $20,000 cash for IK. Then the priest, I can share. You know, I've shared a lot of stories with you, right? They always put at school a lie, but this is not a lie.
Silence, please.
Nobody has all these good things to say about if Akpabio can give you when you don't know.
So,
what's going on? Nigeria is leading 2-1 right now, sir. Your Excellency, sir, this is a very moving story. We can talk about the roads you have built, the resorts, the
you have started again. I was one of my little kids was in Corona in Lagos, and they came to interview me as an uncommon transformer. Every child asked questions and all that. Then when they asked my daughter to ask me a question, she just turned to me and said, I don't want to ask my daddy any question. I already know my daddy. I said, "No, ask." He said, "Okay, what would you like to be remembered for when you leave office as a governor?" I said, "That is not a question for a child." Other children were asking me whether I would build a street factory and all that. And then they are asking me what I would be remembered for. So I started thinking. Then suddenly I remembered that there was something that inspired me. And that thing that inspired me to go into governance was anger, anchored on the will of God. The will of God for man is love. The will of God for us is progress. God wants us to be united. God does not want to discriminate. The ways of God are not the ways of men. So I said, maybe I would like to be remembered as that governor who took his people back to God. Every year I assembled over 9,000 people, and then I did the best Carol Festival that was watched by 59 countries across the world.
Yes.
And eventually I broke the Guinness Book of World Records. Yes, today, if you Google, you will see Gospel Akwabio Unity Choir. That is the largest example of choristers in the world since the world was founded. I thought somebody should clap for that. So I'd like to be remembered as that governor who took his people back to God. And then you need to also understand that there was a young child, 7 years old, in France. And when the world's pianist was having a concert, the father had started teaching the boy how to play piano. And the only tune the boy knew was the chopstick. So when they entered and the light went off, and the boy looked under the drapes on the stage, he saw a piano. He left the father and sneaked under and went there and put his hand and started playing the only tune he knew, the chopstick. So people were surprised. And just shortly after the boy started, then the drapes opened, the curtains opened, and the world pianist walked in and then took a bow, and there was a standing ovation. But the boy was so consumed in what he knew, the chopstick, that he was still playing the chopstick. It was still going on. He didn't notice that the real star of the evening had entered. So by the time he noticed a hand on his shoulder, he turned and said, "Oh sir, I'm sorry sir." The man said, "No, continue. Continue, my son." I said, "Should I continue?" "Continue." So the boy continued with that tune, chopstick. That was the only tune he knew. The world pianist now put his hand to continue to blend with that chopstick the boy was playing. And then the music of Beethoven went into the air. And then this whole place exploded. The father jumped up, seeing his son playing with the world's greatest star. And the father started crying. And Beethoven was all over the place. You know, continue, so long as it's positive. God will put his hand on your shoulder, and God will blend with the rest, and you have uncommon transformation. And your life will never be the same again. And the lives of the people around you will never be the same again.
Excellency, before I open the floor and start with my co-moderator.
Money cannot give you happiness, and money cannot give you life. So I'll tell that boy, be careful. Don't go and look for money by all means, because money will come when it will come. Yes. The second one I would like to tell the boy is, do not go out there to struggle for land. The struggle for land will consume you, and you will bury it in the land. The land will remain after you are gone. The land was there before you came. Yes. I don't know whether I'm saying
Long tractor.
And then the other one, you wouldn't like it. You know the last one?
Hope is that don't go to politics.
No, it is not politics. Do not attempt to mingle with married women.
Three motion for president. God bless you.
Excellency, let me before I hand over to our
What would you say to a young person who feels discouraged about Nigeria's future?
I want you to know that the world was not built in a day. If you feel discouraged about Nigeria's future, do something about it. As a young person, you can change Nigeria. You can change Nigeria through prayers. You can change Nigeria by doing the right thing. Start first by cleaning your environment. Start first by sharing what you have with others. Start first by showing love to one another. If you love your neighbor, you will not kill your neighbor. If you love your neighbor, you will not behead your neighbor. If you love your neighbor, you will not give drugs to your neighbor. So a young child that feels discouraged about Nigeria, think the way I used to think. As a young youth copper on Awolo Road, I used to carry my brothers, we go to Ribadi Road and others, and I will be pointing at houses. I said, these were the houses of Tafawa Balewa. This one, another Zik of Africa live here. This one was by Enahoro, and this one was Awolowo, the first place we used for our guest house. But they are all gone, and the houses are still here. So when I come up, I think I will buy this one. And then the man will ask me, where will you get the money? I said, where did they get the money? So any child that is discouraged today and feels, that there is despair in the land, just know that tomorrow is longer than today. Your turn will go. God is preparing you for greatness. God is preparing you for greatness. Don't mind the situation you find today. The evil you see today, you shall see them no more. Amen. The poverty around you today, you shall see them no more. Amen. Just believe strongly and have faith in your country that your time will come and Nigeria will change. Nigeria was like any other country, the Asian tigers, the rest of them. But then, people made those things happen. You know the story of Lee Kuan Yew and all that. Just know that you can be the Lee Kuan Yew of Nigeria. So do not be despair. Do not feel discouraged about this country. Just believe in this country. I'm here tonight to encourage you that even this one that is sitting down here, and there was a time, I don't want to mention that I didn't have shoes. I don't want to go back. But if I say so, I'm actually telling the truth though. But I don't want to mention that tonight. So just don't be discouraged. Just have faith that with God, all things shall turn around. Yes. I didn't see what is going on. The country is turning around. The economy is turning around. The tax system has been reformed. In my time, there was no way you could go to secondary school because there was no opportunity to even go and get a loan. The government has created a NEL fund, the Nigerian Educational Loan Fund, that you can even go out there to go and get obtain loan, and then you get tertiary education. It might not be everybody, but a sizable portion of the youth of this country will.
My mom passed on then. To my greatest surprise, he sent Uche to me to come and give me 5 million naira. Then, and since then we've been talking.
Sorry, what is it?
Favor.
No, explain again. You met me in the
villa.
In the villa.
Yes, sir.
And then you told me that.
You can't do. No, my mom died.
That your mom had died.
Mom died.
And then.
And he sent Uche to me that I should collect Uche's number and your number too.
And then I sent how much to you?
Through Uche 5 million naira.
So you want to refund the money now?
And funny enough, since then, I'll be talking to you on the phone. You pay for my flight to your town to come and do your campaign. You put me in a 5-star hotel. I asked Uche, and till now we are still talking, sir. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you.
What's the name? It will continue to be well with you. Thank you.
Okay. So quick one. I will take the lady in red.
Single-handedly with my money. It was anger that pushed me into politics. My mates are full-fledged directors. I left as a deputy director, chief information officer. And by God's grace, I want to create a change in my generation. Please help some of us by anchoring a trust fund for strong-willed people who want a positive change in Nigeria for the love of country, so that Nigeria will create the Nigeria of our dreams. Thank you.
There's a student, the lady. Center for Leadership Development, Abadoism, Certificate of Attendance. December 12, 2014, I was issued this certificate. And signed by Pastor James. Alex. Sir, please, what does it really take to book an appointment and see you one-on-one?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Please
Yes.
my name is Sharifa Ibrahim.
In the governance of the country. And that goes in line with one of the questions asked earlier by another young lady who said, how can you leave lasting legacy in the minds of women in this country? I believe strongly that the 10th Senate and the 10th National Assembly is on course. We are already tinkering with the various laws. We are making efforts to amend the Nigerian Constitution. But you know it is a process. You won't even understand.
Please be quiet. Let's show that the youth are disciplined.
The rule of the Senate does not apply here. But in the Senate, when the Senate President stands up, everybody must sit. And then we must be held in silence. Thank you for the respect. As you have honored me, God will continue to honor you. Now, the young lady asked about female or women inclusion in politics. We are working on that. With my brother Tajuddin Abbas, who visited you some time ago, the National Assembly, the 10th Senate is very passionate. In fact, the chairman of Interparliamentary Affairs, His Excellency Senator Joe Ibrahim, will tell you that because of the size of Nigeria, when we go up to the international forum, Nigeria has about 22 votes when they are calling country by country. But if you don't have a woman in your delegation, your votes are reduced to 50%. You end up having about 11 votes. So we realize that. And then we also realize the fact that even when you put up a woman as a candidate in an election, women are more among the voters, but the women will not vote for a fellow woman. I'm not blaming you, I don't know why. Women tend to believe in men more than they believe in themselves. Maybe it's the African society that you believe that you should always allow the man to be the head. But it is time that you realize that what a man can do, that even a man can do better. I was in the Nigerian Defense Academy in the last passing out parade, and we were able to produce 76 graduates who were women. And if you saw them, the way they march, the way they carry the gun, the way they turn the guns, you would not believe that these ones are women. I only said, God, don't allow me to run into one of them. I can't stand a fight with them. Very well trained. Bad weather. She just told me, calm down, relax. Your captain is in control. And who was the captain? A young Air Force officer. And she did a fantastic job. When she landed, we all clapped. So women are not the weaker sex. Women are doing the best they can. We should prove to the world today that they are champions. Many countries of the world have produced women as presidents. I hope you know that. So in Nigeria, the story cannot be different. We have great women. You have people like Okojo Oyola in the World Trade Organization. You have unfortunately our late sister Dora Akuyili and so many others. And of course, in the history of Nigeria, remember Queen Amina of Zaria and all that. They are still, the Aminas are still around, but they need to be discovered. So in the Senate, we are trying to find a way to create additional seats that will be reserved only for women. Only for women. And then where it requires a constitutional amendment, we will send them around. Because we are doing so also for the state houses of assemblies. So it's not something that will be reserved for only the National Assembly. It will also go down. It will apply to the houses of assembly. So women be rest assured that the men are thinking of it. We know that. I just said it. So that is answering your question, that if we can do this and include more women in politics, that we would have left better legacies. And by the way, I have 4 daughters. And I can't wait to see them do well. So that's one. Then the last question was from a young man from Abia State. He said he was a candidate and he spent millions. You see, that's why I said, when I was a young man, I never heard of a child spending millions. No youth had millions to spend. So now you say you spend millions during the election and you have not been remembered. Politics is an investment. And politics is a marathon. Politics is not a sprint. It's not 100 meters dash. So if you come into politics, get ready to invest in politics. I want to pray for you tonight that the millions you expended in the last election will bear fruit before 2035. Can someone say amen? Amen. This is the point. You have just started investing in politics and a human being. And don't worry, God is in the business of fishing people out. God will fish you out. Even if you have nobody to fish you out. God will recognize your effort.
God can do.
And
God can do.
my daughter that said that I built digital centers and the overflows in the 4 locations. They should be in 1 location so that you can see me and I'll see you. And then when I stand up, I'll tell you, Name, believe. You must humble the next president ever. I'm in a position to answer any question.
You must humble the next president ever.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we will go. I will discuss further with you about the trust fund to assist in mentorship, to assist in ensuring that more women have opportunities and their cycles. So
Excellency, we have an award to present to you. Your party want to present this grand order of legislative excellence. This award presented to distinguished Senator Godswill Akpabio in recognition of your exceptional contribution to governance, legislative leadership, and dedication to excellence, transformation, and exceptional service to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Congratulations, Your Excellency. Can we please put our hands together for this presentation of award? Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for being with us. For you to put in your office, for the youth of your party, that's your party logo on one side, and your beautiful face on the other side. When you rest on it, you always remember APC on your mind. I'll give that.
I remember the youth of your party. Your Excellency, we appreciate you, and we also want to present this to you. Thank you, sir. Sir, all the senatorial leaders of the
Your party want to present this grand order of legislative excellence. This award presented to distinguished Senator Godswill Akpabio in recognition of your exceptional contribution to governance, legislative leadership, and dedication to excellence, transformation, and exceptional service to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Congratulations, Your Excellency. Can we please put our hands together for this presentation of award? Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for being with us. For you to put in your office, for the youth of your party, that's your party logo on one side, and your beautiful face on the other side. When you rest on it, you always remember APC on your mind. I'll give that.
I remember the youth of your party. Your Excellency, we appreciate you, and we also want to present this to you. Thank you, sir. Sir, all the senatorial leaders of
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the first son of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Mr. Seyi Tinubu. The Minister of Youth is here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Minister of Youth here with us. And we shall stand. On your mandate, we shall stand. On your mandate, Father, on your mandate, Father, on your mandate, we shall stand. We Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be
Thank you.
seated.
Thank you.
Tonight is such a star-studded night.
Thank you.
I want my brother SD to greet the house.
Good evening. Thank you all for showing up for the Senate President. And God bless you. God bless Nigerian youths. And God bless the President. And God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much, the Minister. God bless all of you. We are proud of you. Thanks for your support. And thanks for everything you've been doing. We are proud of all the APC youths that are here. God bless you for supporting our brother now. God bless you. Thank you very much. May we please remain seated. Please remain seated. As we will now.
Greetings, APC leaders. Greetings, Baba. I want to thank my brother, Junior Excellency Seyi Tinubu, one of the most humble sons of any president in Africa, one of the ambassadors of the youth in the villa, coming with the young Minister of Youth Affairs, showing clearly that the youth are not leaders of tomorrow, but leaders of today. He's here to greet you. He's here to honor you. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it. Oh my God.
Thank you. Hold it. Thank you. Hold it.
So he just came to identify with you. He heard that the Senate President is here. And of course, the power of the youth is not something that you can do with. I told you how the youth worked with me to become a governor many years ago. And I know that you can change the fortunes of this country. We are the leaders, not just of tomorrow, but of today. Seyi, your humility is recorded by all. The youth of Nigeria, God Almighty will bless you for what you are doing for them. The empowerment you are doing across Nigeria is amazing. No child of any president has ever undertaken this. Look at where you are now. You are not with any security man. You are not afraid because you know that the youth will defend you. You know the youth will defend you. Wherever you go to, may God continue to elongate you. May God continue to bless you. Your humility is disarming. And we will continue to honor you. We will celebrate you. And we will dwell with you. Your enemies will never see you. No tragedy will come upon you.
Sing together.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, grand SD. Happy birthday to you.
For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. And so say Allah. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please let us remain seated. Thank you.